Separate sharing.
Recording now.
Pinky.
Hi.
Hi, Pinky.
Hello. Pinky.
Hey, good evening,
Hi,
everybody.
Rina.
Good evening, Pinky.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. On behalf of GOCI, I want to thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us. I also want to thank the technical team, the volunteer of the technical team who work behind the scene to help make this event happen. We have a full agenda. So let's, we have a full agenda, which I emailed it to you earlier. So please review that. Please review the agenda and let us, before we start with the opening of the anthem, I also would like to mention to you that since Helen Han, one of the commissioners, will not be able to be with us this evening, our prayer are with her. So we would like, after Helen, my apologies, since Helen Han will not be able to be here, I would like to introduce to you later after the anthem that the lady who's going to say the poetry is Grace Cavalier. But now let us start the program. Start with the anthem, the national anthem, sings by Li Huizhang as an opening celebration. Welcome and relax and join us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched will so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flags were still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Next is our poetry recitation by Grace Cavalier, the poet laureate of Maryland. Welcome, Grace Cavalier.
I'm Grace Cavalieri, Poet Laureate of Maryland, and I am so happy to be present at this event honoring Asian American heritage. And I've written a little poem for that reason. I wish I knew the word for love in Korean, Japanese, Indian, Chinese, Indonesian, all the 40 Asian countries. I would say it. I would give it to you to honor the glory, history, and heritage and valor that you've given us. I would say it to you like the rain replenishes the warm earth. I would say it like the bright wind carries seeds to bless the earth. I would say it that way, and I do. Thank you, our Asian American brothers and sisters, for all that you have given us, and I'm honored to be part of this occasion. I'm Grace Cavalieri, Poet Laureate of Maryland.
Hi there.
Thank you. As the next one for opening remark will be addressed by Steve McAdam, the Executive Director for the Governor Office of Community Initiative.
Reach out and say welcome to the Asian American community and how much we're looking forward to kicking off the start of Asian American Heritage Month. It's a great month for celebration, and we look forward to joining you in the many events across the state. I'd also like to thank all of our commissioners for all their excellent work in the community and all the events that you'll be doing for outreach. Thank you for partnering with us, and enjoy this month.
Hi.
We have a special guest. He will give us a remark. Jimmy Ree, Special Secretary from the Governor's Office of Small Business, Minority and Women Business Affairs. Now let us welcome Mr. Jimmy Ree, the Special Secretary.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Ree, Special Secretary of the Governor's Office of Small Minority and Women Business Affairs. Let me first thank my colleagues in the Governor's Office of Community Initiatives for these invitations to share remarks with you as we celebrate this National Asian Pacific Islander GOCI American Heritage Month. It is celebrated every May in recognitions of the generations of Asian Americans who have enriched America's history and are instrumental in our future. The Asian American population in the US is estimated to be approximately 20 million. Yet shameful episodes of anti-Asian discrimination litter American history. Anti-Asian sentiment has emerged again during this pandemic. Pew Research reported in June 2020, roughly 40% of Americans said that people express racist views about Asians more often than before the pandemic. But this painful experience also prompts us to be aware of our own biases and more cautious of our own impulses as a community dealing with other minorities. We must all learn from the mistakes of our past, which simply means working with purpose and with conviction to prevent them from happening again. I encourage each of you to embrace each other, share some of the things that make you unique, and discover the things you have in common as proud Asian Americans. Remember, we are a nation of immigrants, a melting pot. Diversity is what makes America unique, yet we have much in common. And this celebration is a perfect reminder of what makes America great. Even in the midst of this global pandemic, the Hogan administration remains focused on job creation and improving the statewide economy. Thanks to the governor's leadership, Maryland is doing better than many other states. In fact, our economy is 9th least hit by the pandemic, according to a recent study released by Wallet Hub. Over the past year, Maryland has invested over $250 million in COVID emergency relief through a variety of grants and loans to assist small businesses hit hardest by the pandemic. Our socioeconomic procurement programs remain in place, offering prime and subcontracting opportunities for small minority women and veteran-owned businesses. To those entrepreneurs out there, let me emphasize that your world has changed. As you work toward prosperity in the post-pandemic economy, keep in mind that you must, number one, develop core competencies valued by your customers. Number two, know how and where to access capital. And number three, develop an insightful understanding of the external factors that govern your industry, such as this pandemic, so that your business is aligned with new market reality. These will apply to the early stage of your entrepreneurial journey, as well as throughout the life cycle of your business. And together, as proud Asian Americans, let's never forget that we all have responsibilities to work towards an America which truly lives up to its ideals, celebrates the diversity of its people, and encourages all Americans to pursue their dreams. And that's what this Asian Pacific Islander GOCI, American Heritage Month, is all about. Thank you.
A sincere thanks to Executive Director Steve McAdams and to Special Secretary Jimmy Rhee for your remarks. Our next speaker holds the distinction of not only being the first Korean American First Lady in the United States, but instrumental in obtaining greatly needed resources for Maryland early on during this global pandemic. And she has recently joined the Advisory Council of the Asian American Foundation, TAAF, a new nonprofit organization established in reaction to the recent surge of hate crimes against Asian Americans. Her remarks will be followed by Chairman Jesse Singh of the Governor's Commission on South Asian American Affairs. And now we will hear from Mrs. Yumi Hogan, First Lady of Maryland. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Yumi Hogan, the First Lady of Maryland. I want to thank the Governor's Office of Community Initiative and the Commissions on Asian Pacific Americans and the South Asian Americans Affairs for organizing this virtual celebration and inviting me. I miss you all and look forward to the day when we can safely meet in person. As the first Asian American First Lady in Maryland, I am honored and proud to celebrate the contribution of more than 400,000 Asian Pacific Americans in our state and the community's rich heritage. While celebrating Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, let's teach our neighbors and then Asian Americans have worked hard and went through challenges. Our generations had made it incredible sacrifice to give young generations a better education and life and contributed to our communities and economy. This year's theme recovery through unity is more important ever, especially for our children, given the recent increased crime against Asian Americans. America is a nation of immigrants. Difference among us do not separate us, but make us stronger, and that's where the power of the country comes from. Let us continue to bring different communities together and set an example for the next generations to support and love each other, despite our differences. Now I would like to present this proclamation to recognize the 2021 Asian Pacific Americans Heritage Month, signed by Governor Larry Hogan, Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, and the Secretary of State John William Smith on May 1st, 2021. Please stay healthy and safe until we can meet again face to face. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you, First Lady Hogan. And now we will have Jesse Singh, Chairman of the Governor's Commission on South Asian American Affairs.
Gentlemen, good evening. As Chairman of Governor's Commission on South Asian American Affairs and leader of the South Asian community, I congratulate the entire Asian Pacific American community for celebrating their heritage this month. In the past, we have celebrated this great month in person, showcasing wonderful art, culture, and of course, the great cuisine in those celebrations. I hope that by next year, we would have conquered this terrible pandemic that is raging, and we will celebrate again in person. Both our communities historically have worked side by side. In the past year, our communities have organized numerous food drives, clinic testing sites, and now vaccination clinics to fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Despite being a minority in the minorities, Asian Pacific American community has contributed the most among the minority communities in this great nation. Collectively, our communities go into very difficult neighborhoods, opening businesses there and providing goods and services to the communities who have been abandoned by corporate America. Our children are sought after by schools and colleges. As once our children start attending them, their ratings improve as our children excel in education. Despite all these contributions to this great nation, our communities are facing challenges. Recent increase in violence targeted towards Asian Pacific American community is despicable. In these tough times, we have to stay united. We have to fight against these violent crimes and actions that are being committed against our communities, against my Asian Pacific American brothers and sisters. I assure you that the South Asian American community stands shoulder to shoulder with our brothers and sisters from Asian Pacific American community, as you all had stood with us historically. At this point, I would like to thank our Governor Hogan and our most loved and adored First Lady Yumi Hogan, Governor's Office on Community Initiative, under the leadership of most able Executive Director Steve McAdams, for always being there for us, always keeping us minorities safe in these tough times. Thank you, Governor Hogan. Thank you, First Lady. I thank you all, and once again, I would like to congratulate all my brothers from Asian American Pacific community for celebrating Heritage Month. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Singh. And now we are going to move on to our next agenda item.
Oscar, will you put me on focus so I can speak?
So Commissioner Pavan Biswara
is
going to speak next.
Yes. Should I start, or would they put me on focus or something, or should I go ahead? Should I start?
Is your video on, Commissioner Biswara?
Yes, my video is on. Can you see me? Good evening, friends. There was a slight mix-up. My remarks were supposed to be before that picture presentation, but that's fine. Thank you for joining us this evening. It was always exciting to participate in the AAPI celebrations, but I've joined today with an undeniable heavy heart because of the loss of countless lives due to the global pandemic. Despite these challenging times, our members have shown extraordinary and selfless commitment and dedication to serve our community. Our state, county governments have shown unprecedented empathy and leadership in such troubled times. In recognition of their support, we just presented to you a picture collection of the community, of our community in action. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Annyeong haseo. Wanzang hao. Salamat malam. Subha Sandhya to everyone. A very good evening and thank you for joining the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month celebration. My name is Anjana Bordoloi, Commissioner of South Asian American Affairs. So it's the time for the cultural program. Let's all sit back, relax, and all have a cup of tea to enjoy the cultural performances. This is a very important segment of our program today. And this cultural program will bring tonight everyone together with unity in diversity. So tonight, we will be taking a journey across Asia with various extravaganza cultural performances and poems showcasing Korea, China, India, Cambodia, Nepal, Bangladesh, Burma, Hawaii, and Indonesia. So the costumes and expressions can relate to the story of your country. Hope you will all enjoy the performances tonight. And I would like to thank all the performers who have sent us the videos for these performances for the beautiful evening. So let's enjoy this evening together and celebrate the Asian Pacific Heritage Month. Today is a very special day. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Pinwheel, Ingi Kim. No matter how strong the wind, don't lower your head. Don't turn around. Don't crouch down. When the wind changes the direction, without hesitation, turn to face it head on. Face to face is the only way to survive. 바람개비 김인기. 아무리 강한 바람이 불어와도 머리를 숙이지 마라. 몸을 옆으로 돌려도 안 되고 뒤로 돌아 웅크려도 안 된다. 바람이 방향을 바꾸면 지체 말고 바람이 불어오는 방향으로 옹골차게 마주해야 한다. 오로지 정면 승부만이 살아남는 길이다.
Out to the capital. Tea sonata echoed by a choir of cicada. dedicated to Maryland Poet Laureate Grace Cavalieri and her Poetry Legion by Wing Chi Chen. The Chinese version that inspired my English version. In Cantonese, 荷塘月，明眸奪，色連風，玉濃芳絕，入腔禪韻淡清風，一笑蘇韻不絕，幾度鹹梅險脫，談笑色驚空，劍膽青山骨，卡轉求禪宮。Stanza 3. Morning light snaps the Pennsylvania maple atop my rock cliff. By autumn, piece by piece woven on Virginia hill, frosty leaves. Where could those Baltimorean gulls, herons go to hide? Or keep a film steam up Chesapeake's shadowy tide. Day to night, the New Jersey Turnpike landing for transportation. Town and country, a land of trekking on immigration. Modulate wondrous melody to la bitonal center. At cadence, bronze bells be one Padaya defender. Deep a tone lipped by Morse a cappella cicada. Sip a cone in echo with Capitol's T sonata. Spring tunes up long curve of Annapolis. Mirror fluttering $5 phosphorus. Nooks by Dvorak upon Hudson River. Multi-generations of diverse clever mingling at Mutual Times Square. Human praise for being so fair. May iconic stages of liberty supersede the aging misery. Immigrants' travelatory soul, what learned spirits holds. There is lakeside moon along your lotus tune, and a touchy mist, my kissing breeze.
আশা আমরি বাংলা ভাষা মোদের গৌরব মোদের আশা আমরি বাংলা ভাষা বাজিয়ে রবি তোমার বিনে আনলো মালা জগৎ জিনে তোমার চরণ তীর্থে মাগো তোমার চরণ তীর্থে মাগো জগৎ করে যাওয়া আশা আমরি বাংলা ভাষা মোদের গৌরব মোদের
Good evening. This is Indran Amithanagam, poet, editor, translator, and diplomat, reading in Rockville, Maryland, for Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. A poem of mine called You Must Love. You must love the land when you leave to build your house on the sea. Love what's lost, the mango tree burning in the garden, the curious noose of the familiar coat of arms. Love the ball turning strong, spinning in a dark, faraway land. Love the tongue you'll never again speak, that wrapped you and bled you and dried up some every day on the other side of the sea. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Min, Junior Miss Galaxy Canada 2020-21. I'm 14 years old and a Burmese Canadian. I'm so glad to be a part of the Asian Heritage Month celebration at Asian American Center of Frederick. I'll be performing a Burmese traditional dance to Bamaneta Ka Mapua. I would like to share a short message about my home country, which is filled with rich culture and beautiful landscapes with amazing, loving, and welcoming people. The military coup has become the illegal government and are killing innocent protesters every day. The deaths are going to continue to rise until there's more awareness spread. So I ask everyone to take some time to research and learn more about this topic so that we can have more coverage. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone who took the time to listen.
Where you live. Is there snow where you live? So one day when you wake up, all you feel is very chilly. Your driveway full of the white stuff from the snow only falling overnight. Is there ocean where you live? So you can walk on the hot sand while sunbeam dazzle your eyes in summertime with all fun to keep. Is there valley where you live? So you can feel very weary traveling on the winding roads that take you up and down bumpily. I know there are birds where you live. So when the evening sun slowly down, following its tracks, they get lost on the deserted field separating the town. Ở một nơi thật xa, ở đó có mùa đông hay không? Để nghe lạnh lắm ở trong lòng, để đêm sương xuống mờ quang cảnh, để tuyết về rơi ngập lối đi. Ở đó có đàn chim kêu vang, ríu rít bên nhau tiếng hát gọi đàn. Khi nắng chiều về, trở về thung lũng, theo dấu chân chim lạc trên đồng hoang. Ở đó có những người tôi quen, có nắng kali phủ kín đêm trường, có hội hè bạn bè vui họp mặt, có bao giờ nhớ lại cổ hương xưa. Thank you. Have a happy Asian American Heritage Month to everyone.
One more time. I seem to hear the Pali calling me. I seem to hear the surf at Waikiki, and from Pacific Heights I seem to see the light of a city that is very dear to me. I seem to see the waving sugar cane, the cocoa palms are nodding in the rain. In fancy I am led back to dear old Diamond Head. Honolulu, I am coming back again. Honolulu, I am coming back again. I seem to hear the Pali calling me. I seem to hear the surf at Waikiki, and from Pacific Heights I seem to see the light of a city that is very dear to me. Oh yeah, I seem to see the waving sugar cane, the cocoa palms are nodding in the rain. In fancy I am led back to dear old Diamond Head.
Pick me up.
Honolulu, I am coming back again. Honolulu, I am coming back again. Yeah, how about a big hand for the ladies from Hawaii? Oh, Yee from Hawaii, aloha.
Is that the sound of music?
Wow, this was a wonderful show. My deep appreciation to all the performers. Good evening. My name is Sowan Tan, member of the Governor's Commission on Asian Pacific American Affairs. And I want to take this opportunity to wish our Muslim friends happy Iftar is after 8 o'clock, and also happy Eid on May 13. You know, there is a great diversity among Asian nations. You can see tonight, we heard diverse music, diverse song, and diverse language spoken. And also we saw the different costume, diverse costume, also diverse gesture and diverse facial expression among the performers. So from this diversity, Asian Pacific Americans can be united into one, can be united into one language that is English, also united into one heart is to love, peace, and harmony among beings, and also united to one mind to build Maryland and United States and to stop Asian hate. For the next item of our program, I would like to invite one special person to give a community remark. He is the chairman of the Governor's Commission on Asian Pacific Americans Affairs. And before I call on him, please increase the volume of your device because his voice a little bit too low. And please join me to welcome the chairman, Henry Kim.
Good evening. We have just celebrated Asian Pacific American Heritage Month on behalf of GOCI. We hope you have enjoyed various programs this evening. It has been challenging and turbulent time for AAPI community to confront widespread COVID-19 virus and growing anti-Asian American sentiment and violence. We, AAPI community, are united and volunteer to prevent spreading COVID-19 virus for the people of state of Maryland. Under outstanding leadership of Governor Hogan, First Lady, GOCI staff, Maryland is one of the best states coping COVID-19 virus. AIP community have a characteristic of endurance, resilience, good spirit, tackling any hardship and prejudice. There is an old saying, after storm, the sun will shine again. AIPI community will have a great future in America. We are united. Let us make AIP community strong again. Let us make AIPI community prosperous again. Let us make AIPI community one of the best in America again. Now, we'd like to introduce well-known speaker, Dr. Lee. She is a founder, COE, Trans-Pacific Communication in the field of cross-cultural communication. She'll speak about Asian hate crime. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Ms. Dottie Need will be sharing her screen.
Can the host allow me to share the screen so I could play the video, please?
We apologize for the technical difficulties, but the technical team, please let Ms. Dottie Lee share the screen with you so that her video can be played. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Commissioner Dottie Lee. These performances have filled me with pride. What a moving reminder of our rich cultures and heritage. But as we celebrate our ancient legacies, we must face anti-Asian bigotry, the hate and violence we've seen rising across the country. It's infecting American life. From the corridors of power in Washington, where some leaders felt free to casually use slurs like Kung Flu, to the streets in our cities and towns, where people of Asian descent are being verbally harassed and physically attacked and killed, to the workplace where others have been murdered, 6 in Atlanta, 8 in Indianapolis. The headlines and TV news are full of troubling stories and images. Our AAPI elders pushed to the ground and savagely stomped. Our businesses and restaurants vandalized. Anti-Asian discrimination is not new. It's ingrained in American history. From the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, the name says it all, to the Japanese internment camps in 1942. Vincent Chen's murder in 1982 became a turning point for Asian Americans, as was the targeting of South Asian Americans after 9/11. These examples are just a small part of a long list of physical harm, workplace discrimination, and mass media stereotypes. It's un-American. It must stop. How do we fight this? I've provided a list of resources that you could find in the program book. I call on all of us in our AAPI communities to stand united against hate. Let me quote a bit of Chinese wisdom. You can break one chopstick easily, but with a bunch, not so much. My fellow Marylanders, my fellow Asian American and Pacific Islanders, they can't break us when we are united. We have so much to be proud of. The individual features of our AAPI cultures come together in a vibrant, robust alloy. And like steel, we're tough, resilient. We have helped build this country, and we continue to push this nation forward, not just in science and math, but also in business and technology and agriculture. Our innovations cure disease. We're in the arts, even getting recognition at the Oscars. We serve in the military and in government. We are Americans. Let's make sure we are treated like Americans. Unite. Stay strong. I thank each and every one of you for celebrating AAPI Heritage Month with us. Good night.
Okay. I will go next now. This is Baljinder Shami Singh, Commissioner, South Asian American Affairs. The staff, missioners, and volunteers of Governor's Office of Community Initiative would like to thank Governor Hogan and our First Lady, Yumi Hogan, for their leadership and support for having us organize and celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month 2021. We would like to thank all the speakers, performers, and poets. We also thank all the gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and bronze sponsors. We would like to thank all the other individuals for their generosity. Now over to Commissioner Kaur.
Thank you, Commissioner Singh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gurpreet Kaur, serving the Governor's Commission on South Asian American Affairs. The Governor's Office of Community Initiatives extends special appreciation to the celebrations event planning committee for bringing participation and support from our diverse communities. The community was meeting, or the committee was meeting every Friday night for 10 weeks, previewing and organizing the cultural heritage performances, the poem recitations, speakers' remarks, commemorative program booklet that you have seen. I think the link is in the chat, and a variety of technical aspects, and of course the challenges a virtual Asian Pacific American Heritage Month celebration can have. We had very, very few glitches, so thank you to the technical team. So this was all done during this international pandemic and a surge of anti-Asian hate sentiment and incidents around the world. But we must say, in Maryland, we stand together. We believe in recovery through Asian American and Pacific Island unity. We hope you enjoyed the celebration, and thank you, and have a great evening. Thank you. We must say all beautiful things come to an end. So over to the organizers.
Jen.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
We take pictures.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the evening.
Take picture, everybody.
Be sure to download the commemorative program booklet in its e-version.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night. Thank you.
Good
I
night.
must say good morning. I am in Korea.
Oh,
wow.
Everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Can we take a group picture?
Yeah.
Group
picture.
Yeah. Group picture.
Yeah, everybody participants
Everybody
is still with us.
on your video.
I think Helen's still here. Helen, are you here, Helen?
Hi, Miss Helen.
We left it.
Thank you so much for your poem.
You're welcome.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Thank you to everybody, all the show you.
Hello, Pasikin. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We can leave the chat open for everybody to chat.
Yeah, I think we can leave this
This is
Zoom
the free
open
time.
so everybody can say hi.
What you want to do now?
I'm gonna take a second page. 1, 2, 3, and the third page. Okay, 1, 2, 3, perfect. So yeah, we can have open mic so everybody can say hi or.
Yes, we leave this open for 10 minutes. Or so.
Oh, there's Commissioner.
Hi, hello.
I think
wow.
And happy iftar to everybody.
Happy iftar, Oscar. Good job. Very good
Yes,
job.
happy
Hats off
iftar.
to
Happy
Oscar.
American Heritage.
I would like to invite everybody to come tomorrow, and that we have another virtual celebration in Frederick, and I'll send you the link. So please join us tomorrow.
Please
Sure.
do. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We all enjoyed it.
It was very beautiful, flawless program. And happy iftar, Oscar and the team.
Thanks, Oscar, Harris.
Thank you.
So hard
I'll do
behind the
it.
scene to make this happen.
Our pleasure.
Trying harder to show you. So.
Everybody miss you.
It's on.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
did a great job with the photos. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Christina,
Gurpreet.
Coy, and Elizabeth, and all the team. That was a very well choreographed and very well managed program. It was very good, keeping in mind all the constraints we had.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Our pleasure.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
I have a question. I see some live on YouTube. So
Thank
will
you,
that
Mimi,
be a
for
video
inviting.
recording later?
Gurpreet ji, I shared the YouTube link in my Facebook and tagged you all, so you can share from your Facebook too.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Will we be having the link for is this program recorded? So should we be getting the link to this?
That's what I just said, Pawan ji.
Yes.
There is a YouTube link. Everything is recorded, and you just share that link.
Zoom link. It's no glass.
It's so nice to see Commissioner Choi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, Choi.
Are you in Korea? Did you say?
Yes, I just woke up and I missed in the beginning of the part. You know, I set the clock, but right now it's early morning here in Korea.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I tried, I missed it a few times.
Yeah, I saw the sunlight outside your window, so it is dark in here.
But we have the recording. We'll send you the recording.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And good to see you guys all.
Good to see you too. Glad you join us.
Safe
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
I think that we need to do a debriefing next week. Maybe that would look into some scheduling. I don't know how my schedule is.
Are we still being recorded here?
Yeah, we are recorded. Just want to say thank you, but we'll take time to do our debriefing, and thank you all the members and volunteers. And Cheryl, you survived the first year. I know that it is a different, oops, sorry. So it's different, but hopefully we'll see each other. Yeah, so we certainly learned a lot. So I want to say good night, and then Christina, then you can do a doodle poll so for us to rejoin so that we can continue, because I think we have some leftover business to finish up, the whole process. So thank you so much. Okay, and Jana, you look great. So I enjoyed that very much. So now that I got to get ready for mine tomorrow. Mine is only, I don't know whether the staff is here. Alice, she did a great job. It's pretty much a couple volunteers work on it. So I'll let you please come tomorrow and then give me some feedback as well. I learned something from tonight, and I will be also able to use it tomorrow. So it's a good teacher. Thank you.
Send us the link,
Elizabeth,
okay?
I want to introduce you to Tricia. Tricia is Tricia is from host of Angklung, the last performance that we saw in the event. Tricia,
doctor.
Hi everyone. Thank you. It was such a great event.
Thank you so much. It's a wonderful, the performing piece. I missed it. When of this day, then I like to have, the orchestra. I have seen it before, so that it is great. I remember what it was like. But again, it's nothing like face to face. So look forward to a real person, performance another time. Thank you so much. So how do I say this, Carrie Masuki? How do I say thank you? I learned it yesterday. I forgot.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Teresa.
Okay.
So we can all say in our language. So I will say in Indian, Dhanyavad.
Then I'll
there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Another language. Yep.
Terima kasih.
Good night, everyone. Subratri.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao, tạm biệt.
All right. I'll send you the link, Anjana.